Hello everyone, welcome back. On the 7th day session, we are going to deal about les nombres en français, la reste, et puis les pronoms sujets et les pronoms toniques. Before going into the numbers, okay, what we left yesterday, first we can get into les pronoms sujets. Les pronoms sujets. What is les pronoms sujets? Pronoun sujet in English is nothing but subject pronouns. Subject pronouns. Now, pronoun, the word pronoun means instead of a noun, for a noun, pronoun. Okay? When you segment it, pronoun, instead of a noun. Okay? It's going to be a pronoun. Okay? Instead of a noun, we are going to use a word that's called pronoun. And that pronoun will be subject, will be replacing the subject. Will be replacing only the subject. What is the subject? The subject is the doer of the action. Doer of the action. Okay? A pronoun replaces a noun. And a subject is a doer of the action. And this pronoun will replace only if it plays the role of a subject. So, hence it's called as a subject pronouns. Okay? So now we are going to deal with le pronom sujet in French. Let us see what are the pronoms sujet in French. Now, you got a list over here. I'll read it out. Just listen and then you can come again later. Okay. Je, for first person, I'll come back to that. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. These are called the subject pronouns in French. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. What are these? Okay, these subject pronouns are very much essential for conjugating a verb in French. Now, here, je is the first person. When you say je, I, for example, I'm happy. Je. This is the first person. Je is the first person. I'm the teacher. I. So first person. Then tu. Tu will be the second person. First person, I, and then to singular. You, one, you. Second person, singular. And il, he or she, third person. Okay, third person, first person, second person, and the third person will be il or elle, he and she. Il for masculine he, elle for feminine she. Okay, il, elle. And this, always stick to this order, first person, second person, that is je, tu, il, elle, so that it will be easy for your conjugation. Okay, now after this you have the plural form here. This nous is nothing but the first person plural. You can see these are singular and these are plural. Okay. So nous is the first person plural. I go to the market. One plus more, we go to the market. Je becomes nous in plural. First person singular, first person plural. Then tu is the second person. Second you. Okay. I'm addressing somebody. Here, in English you can see you is one and the same. But in French you have two different forms. You have tu and you have vous. Why is this? In English you have the same, you. You won't know the difference in English. But here, in Tamil you can compare this as ni, ninga. This will be ni. Ni po it வாங்கிட்டு வா, ni. This will be ninga. Okay, with respect and also for plural. Ni, ninga. Okay, when I say ni, it's singular. Somebody who is, this is used for, informal use. Informal. This is for formal. Somebody elder. Okay. When it's used, this who, I said it's plural. It represents plural also because there are lots of students in the class. I say vous. Vous êtes paresseux. Okay, you are lazy. Okay, when I address everybody, I use vous. And also with respect, for example, the principal comes, I say vous. Tu is for somebody who is inferior. Okay, vous you use formally. Got that? Ni, ninga. In Hindi also you got tu, up, like that. Okay, ni, ninga. Next, il, that is second form. Then the tui, the plural form of tui will be vous. Next, il for masculine singular, and for feminine singular. In English, you have again only one form, they. But in French, we have two forms, il, elle. If it's a group of boys, all boys here, okay, so 20 boys all together, they become il. Okay, 20 girls, all, okay, feminine, they become elle. Masculine group is called il, feminine group is called elle. You can ask me a question, what if it's a mixture of both masculine and feminine? If it's a mixture of masculine and feminine, it will be again masculine plural only, because men frame the rules, okay, so they stick with masculine plural. If in a group of 200 women, it's one baby boy, the whole group becomes masculine. Got me? The whole group becomes masculine. So this is special form. You can see tui and vous, there is a difference. As okay, not in English, you don't have that. Again, they, we only have one form in English, but in French you have two forms. Okay, you got that? So these are subject pronouns. It will be easier for you to conjugate. When in the next class, when you see the conjugation, you'll get it. Okay. Now I want you to come again with the pronoun sujet along with me. Pronounce it. Je, tu, il, elle, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. You can see there is no difference between this and this. You should not pronounce this as il and you should not pronounce this as ils. They normally do it, but it's wrong. And this is also nu. But when you have a vowel next to it, maybe with a liaison, you can pronounce it s sound. Okay? You'll have a liaison. As I told you when I taught you the liaison, I told you consonant, the next word comes to the vowel, you can have the link. When you are reading this separately, nu will be pronounced as nu only. You don't say nus. Okay? So this il and this il will be pronounced the same. This L and this L also will be pronounced the same. Okay? Once again, let's do it. What are the subject pronouns? Subject pronouns will come before the verb. It will be before the verb. Pronoun in the sense it replaces a noun. Okay? For example, in English, in French, I'll give you an example. For example, Robin fait son devoir. Robin means Robin does his homework. Okay? Robin does. So this is a subject, this is a verb, it's a complement. Okay? Now you can see Robin is a proper noun. So I don't want this. Okay, verb. This is a verb. Okay? This acts as a subject because it's a doer of the action. Robin fait. Who is doing it? Robin is doing it. So this is subject. Okay. Now I don't want this Robin. I'm going to replace this Robin by some other name. That is what you call a pronoun. I don't want Robin. I'm going to replace Robin by somebody, some other name, some other word, which is going to be a pronoun, and which is going to be a subject in nature. It goes to play the role of the subject. So instead of Robin, okay, in English we say he, and in French we say il. That's it. Robin is masculine, singular. If it's feminine, instead of feminine, okay, if it's a girl, Julie, you replace it by elle. So these are pronouns sujet. Okay? Come again once. Okay? Then we can get into the application, how it's applied there. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, and. Okay? Now we will apply it later, and before getting into this exercises, we will go into another topic which is called I'll use capital letters. Les pronoms toniques. Pronoun tonic, okay? Tonic pronouns or tonic pronouns, or we call this pronouns of insistence or prepositional pronoun. Pronouns of insistence or prepositional pronoun. We'll see what are the pronoun tonic here. The pronoun tonic in French will be moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. Le pronom tonique in French has got many usages, but I'll give you few important usages. Okay, first let's know what are pronoun tonique. In French, the pronoun tonique will be moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. This will be corresponding to je. So whatever, this will be for je you use moi, for toi you use toi, for il you use lui, and for elle you use elle, for nous it is nous, for vous it is vous, for il masculine plural you use and elle. Okay. Now I'll give you this meaning also. Me, you, him, her, us, you, them. Okay. The meaning will be me, you, him, her, us, you, and them. Okay. It's better I should have done it before. Okay. Now, where is this used? Okay, as I told you, once it is used as insistence, insistence or emphasis, insistence or emphasize. Emphasize. To emphasize or insist, we use this. It will come in the beginning. For example, I'll write, moi, je suis professeur. Me, I'm teacher. Toi, tu es étudiant. Lui, il est méchant. Without this, the sentence has got meaning. Je suis professeur, tu es étudiant, il est méchant, elle est beau, you have the meaning, but elle est belle, for example. Moi, toi, lui, elle. Even without this, you have a meaning for the sentence. I'm teacher, you are student, he is naughty, and she is beautiful. Okay, this has got meaning. But once when you use this moi, toi, lui, elle before the subject with a comma, that is an insistence. You insist on this. So one usage is insistence. Another one will be, okay, I'm not writing for all the things, okay, just few examples. And prepositional. Okay. Prepositional usage in the sense, you can find this moi, toi, lui, elle at the, before a preposition. Before a preposition, you can see this moi, toi, lui, elle. For example, here better. I go to cinema with him. For him, you cannot use this word. With he, you cannot use il. Okay? I go to cinema with il. You cannot write. Okay? You cannot go with. So, this pronoun tonique are used as a preposition. So, whenever you have a preposition, avec, you can use lui. Lui with it, him. With him. So, first it's used as insistence. Next, it's used before prepositions. Okay? Lui. Avec. Another example I will give you. He buys the gift for dash. She buys the gift for dash. Okay. He buys the gift for me. Or you. Whatever preposition you can use. But the logic of the sentence should go. Okay. So, you can see preposition, you get a preposition. Il achète le cadeau pour moi. He buys a gift for me. Pour. So, preposition. After prepositions, like there are also prepositions. Avec, pour, avant, devant, these are called prepositions in French. Okay? So, this has got two usages. One in the beginning of the sentence with a comma, where there is an insistence or emphasis. Okay? Or here at the end of the sentence, you can use this before a preposition. Okay? Then we will get into this exercises and pass on to the numbers. Okay, now I'll give it once again. The subject pronouns in French are je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. I want to come again. Come again with me. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. Okay, these are subject pronoun which comes before the verb. Okay, before the verb, subject and the verb. Okay, next, pronoun tonique. Okay, moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. These are pronoun tonique. There are several usages, but it's enough that you know a few. Okay, you can easily use it. Then it'll come. Even for comparison, you use this. Okay, when there is a when you join two subject pronouns, you can use it. Okay, and this is the mostly used. Pronoun tonique will be in insistence and prepositions. Okay, now we'll get into the exercises. When you get into the exercises, you have a clear idea about the subject pronouns and the tonique. Okay, now okay, now you can see now I given you. Okay, remplacer le nom souligné. What's the difference between vous and toi? Just a second. I'll come back to the doubt at the last. Okay, I'll come back to the doubt at the last. Okay, now that. Okay, now. Replace, okay, remplacer means replace the underlined nouns by the sujet, pronoun sujet, subject pronouns. Replace the underlined nouns by subject pronouns. Paul chante bien. You can see the subject proper noun is here. instead of this subject, I am going to use another subject. What can that be? Masculine, singular. So you can see the answer. You can see the answer. Paul chante bien. Paul is masculine, so I am replacing by il. And it plays the role of a subject. He sings. Paul sings can be replaced by he sings. Next. You know. Pauline est méchante. Pauline is mischievous or naughty. Pauline is naughty. Okay. So Pauline, okay, feminine, singular. So instead of Pauline, I replace the word as elle. You can see. Pauline est méchante. Elle est méchante. Instead of Pauline, we use the word elle. Okay. Next. You can see Pierre et moi. As I told you, this pronoun tonique can also be added up. Okay. Joined with some other proper noun. Okay. Like Pierre et moi. That is Pierre and me. Me is the first person, right? Relating to the first person. First person plus another one. First person moi, that is me, plus another person becomes first person plural. Okay? So Pierre and me will be we. You can see. Pierre et moi jouons au parc. Nous jouons. Pierre and me and Pierre. Nano Piero. So first person plus somebody else. Nous. Next. Robert et toi. Robert and you. Robert et toi. Okay. So Robert et toi will be replaced by vous. Vous arrosez les plantes. Robert and you. So you, singular, here, and another person joining with you, Robert, becomes plural. It becomes vous. The plural form of tu will be vous. Okay, you plus somebody else. Okay, Robert, vous. Next. You can see this. Robin et Joseph. Okay, two masculine nouns. Robin and Joseph. Two of them. Okay, Robin et Joseph travaillent là. Robin and Joseph. So third person plural. It will be il travaille. So masculine, masculine. So masculine plural. Il. Next. Julie et Nancy vont au cinéma. Julie et Nancy. So feminine, feminine. Feminine plural. Okay. Third person plural here. Both of them. Okay. And I told you when there's one masculine and one feminine also, it will be il again. ILS. Okay. When a group of, okay, feminine, L. Group of boys, okay, masculine, il. Both of them mixed together will be again ILS, il form. Okay, il. You should not pronounce it as ils, okay, it is il. Monsieur et Madame Françoise dansent bien. Mr. and Mrs. Again here, as I told you, one masculine, Mr. François, and Mrs. François, both of them. So again, it is masculine plural. So we go for the pronoun il. Ils dansent bien. They dance well. Okay. Then, les étudiants jouent au foot. The girls, étudiant with the E means girls. The girl student. Okay, all girl students play football. Les étudiants. So feminine plural, third person. Les étudiants jouent au foot becomes elle. Okay. So these are used, that is, pronoun personal are used to replace the proper nouns. Okay, that is, which plays the role of the subject. Okay, the nouns, okay, which play the role of the subject by a smaller word, which is pronoun, pronom sujet. That is je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. Next. Now, as I told you, pronoun tonique for insistence. I told you when you can use it with the comma before the subject. When it's je corresponds to moi, tu corresponds to toi, il corresponds to lui, and elle corresponds to elle. Okay, again, nous corresponds to nous, vous corresponds to vous, ils corresponds to eux, and elle corresponds to elle. Now you can see, you are rich. Say you are rich. Fine. There is a comma. It makes meaning, but I want to insist. Hey, you are rich. Okay, you are rich. You can see that. Vous, at the end you can see. Vous êtes. Sir, there are two vous. Why do you need it? So this is for insistence. There is a comma. So you got to stop here. You are rich. Okay. Again, in top. Ils sont gentils. They are friendly. They are friendly. Okay. Il, masculine plural. So for corresponding pronoun tonic will be ux. Okay. So now you can see they are friendly. They are friendly. Okay. Next. You can see L. Again L. L some parasar. Capital letter. You start with the capital letter. L some parasar. They are lazy. Je suis journaliste. I am journalist. You can see. I changed it to sportif. Okay, leave it. Here. Moi, je suis journaliste. Me, I am journalist. Okay. Again, elle est intelligente. She is intelligent. Elle est intelligente. Next, for nous sommes contents. Nous, you can go for it. Nous sommes contents. So these words with the comma in front of the subject. This is the subject and this is a insistence. Pronouns of insistence here. That is pronoun tonic playing the role of emphasizing or insisting. Okay, you can see the one in red or the pronoun tonic, which has a usage of insistence here. Okay, and you also got, I told you there is also prepositional usage here. You can see, il vient avec ses parents means he comes with his parents. He comes with his parents. Yes, with a question. Il vient avec ses parents with the interrogation with an intonation. Il vient avec ses parents with a question mark. Okay. Is he coming with his parents? Don't worry. Is he coming with his parents? Oui, il vient avec dash. Yes, he comes with them. Parents plural, okay? Them. Okay. With them, I'm using a pronoun with them in the sense moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. Parent word is masculine plural, so I go for with them. Okay? Is he coming with his parents? Yes, he comes with them. With is a preposition here, followed by the prepositional pronoun here, which is pronoun tonic, which plays the role of a, okay, by the side of a preposition. Now, next. Tu sors avec ce garçon. You go out with this boy. Okay, it's a question again. You go out with this boy in the Pangodoveli Poria? Yes. Je sors avec dash. Garçon is masculine here. Masculine singular. So I am replacing it with Louis. Louis. Okay. Are you going out with this boy? Yes, I am going out with him. With this a preposition. Again with Louis. Avec Louis. Next. Tu as rendezvous avec Lucy? Do you have an appointment with Lucy? Lucy could have an appointment. Yes. I have appointment with her. Lucy is feminine. With her. Okay. Her singular elle. So avec elle. Okay. Next. Assis-toi entre ton fils et ta fille. Assis-toi entre ton fils et ta fille. Okay. Sit between your son and your daughter. Okay. Assis-toi entre dash. Sit between them. Them. So masculine, feminine, both together. So you use a. If it's fully okay, two masculine or more, use a. Okay. When it's feminine, use L. Masculine group a. Feminine group L. Both masculine and feminine group, I said we have to use only a. So boy and a girl, you are replacing by a. EUX. Tu viens avec nous. You come with us. Okay? You are coming with us with a question mark. Oui, je viens avec dash. Yes, I am coming with you. Okay? Avec vous. Got that? Avec vous. The answer is here. Okay. Now, I guess you have understood what is the subject pronoun. Subject pronoun is used, okay, to replace a proper noun which plays the role of a subject here. Okay, a noun is replaced by proper noun or any noun. Okay, even things can be replaced. Okay, they are replaced by the pronoun sujet, je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. Okay, and pronoun toniques are used as insistence. Okay, and with prepositions. One with preposition. You can see avec, entre is between. Again, avec, pour, devant, whatever prepositions you can use it. Okay. Now we'll come back to the numbers. Yesterday I gave you a work for you. I asked you to do the numbers. Okay, to try the numbers. Let us see if you can check your answers. Let us see the answers now. You can check your answers. Il est 9 heures. Il est 9 heures. 9, 10. Il est 9 heures 10. 10. 10. Il est 9 heures 10. Il est, I said, il is impersonal. Okay, it doesn't refer to a person here. Er is feminine, but you use only il. 9 heures 10. Next. 4:45. I told you they subtract, they minus the quarter. Okay, normally. So this is a most often used, okay, a French way of saying. Il est 5 heures moins le quart. It is 5 o'clock. They go 1 ahead, 1 hour, the next hour. That is 4:45. 5 o'clock less the quarter, minus the quarter. Okay. Then you can also say this way. This is not wrong. Il est 4 heures 45. It is 4 hours 45. 4 o'clock. Okay. 4:45. I'm literally translating for you. 12:25. Il est 12 heures 25. 12 o'clock, 12 heures 25. We can also say il est midi 25. 12 is noon here because the French way of saying is 24 hours pattern. So we get it as noon and we are saying il est midi 25. Il est 12 heures 25. You can say both. Now 00, 15. Okay, 15. You can say accurately when you want to go for it, you can say il est 0 heure 15. 0 hour 15. Or you can use il est minuit, it's midnight. So you can say il est minuit et quart. Il est minuit et quart. Next, 15 hours 45. Il est 15 heures 45. You can say that, or the best way can be this. Il est 16 heures, we go 1 hour ahead. 15 here, we go for 16 here. 16 hours moins le quart. Okay, and next. Il est 20 heures 50. Okay, 20, 50 will be 20 heures 50. Okay. Il est 21 heures moins 10. 21 hours minus 10. Okay, you can also say that way. Next. When you want to say 20, you want to convert it, okay, into our Indian, when we say AM, PM, you can use it with du matin, du soir. I told you. AM and PM. For AM you use du matin and for PM you use du soir. Okay. Next. 6h30. Okay, 6:30. Il est 6h30. You can also say demi or you can say 30. 6h30, 6h30. Then 24 hours, il est minuit. Okay. Or you can say il est 0 heure 3:12. Il est 3h12. 2:30. Il est 2h30. Okay. Or you can also say il est 2h30. Got it? So 1 to 60 we saw yesterday and we just tried with the timing. Okay. Just try to do some more, practice the numbers thoroughly and see how it can be done. I told you quart, demi, trois quarts or moins le quart. After that last quarter hour you can subtract it. Other things you should know the number to express the timing. And I said be careful with the singular. When it's 0 and winner, use er. For all others, you add up a yes. Okay. Now we will get into this. Voila. The numbers. Yesterday we dealt up to 60. Now we'll continue that. After the 70 will be from 70. There is a little. You should be careful, and it's a little bit tricky. Not like it in English. Okay, we start with 60, right? Yeah. 60. Okay. 60 is 60. After 61, I'll read it once and then you can come again. I'll stop at 70, then you can come again with me. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Until now, there is a pattern followed. After this, there is something tricky that you have to learn. Okay, be careful. We said 60, 60, 60. And we said for 69, 69. And coming down here for 70, it will be 60, these. 60, 10. What is it? 60, 10. Add it up, becomes 70. So we have separate forms for all the things. We had 20, 20. For 30, we had 30. We had 30. We had the word 30, you can see here. For 20, 20. 30. For 40, we had 40. For 50, we had 50. For 60, we had 60. For 70, comes a problem. From 70, you got to be little careful. Okay? So, 60, 10. After this 10, you learn from here. Can you see that? After 10, you read 11, 12, 13. Look at the first column. Come to the first column, please. First column here. After 10, we added up this 9 numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now you have to take up even this. Okay, 11 to 19. Okay, this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, you can see that after the 70 will be 60, 10. Here 60 and 11, 60, 12. 60 plus 12 will be 72. 60 plus 13 will be 73. Likewise, it changes. Okay, now I'll read it. Okay, I'll read it. You can come again from 60 to 69 first. Okay, slowly. 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Okay? From now, I'll read from 70 to 80. Just first listen to me, then you can come back later. 70, 71, 72, pardon, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 80. Here it's more complicated. Listen, 80 means 4. 4 is what? 4. You can see 4. 4. 4. 20, you know 20. Okay. They add up a yes also. Okay. Since it's plural, because 4 20s are coming over. 4 into 20. 4 into 20 is what? 80. Here they added it up. Here 60 and these. And for 80, you get 4 20s. That's the way it goes. So after 70, you got to be a bit careful. Okay. So now come again from 70 to 80. We'll do now. Come again slowly. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 74, 75, 76, 77, 79, 78, 79, and the 80th one, 80, 80, here with the S. And you can see that S only in the 80. You can see the S only in the 80. After that, you won't see the S. So, because we are confirming it's 4 20s, exactly 4 20s. We said 80. And after that, we are adding the next number, and that's why the S is removed. Okay. You can see from 81, we say 1, 2, 3. Again, we add up. Okay. So, 81. I'll read it from here. Just listen and then you can come back with me. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Okay? I want you to come again with me. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Okay, so you can see after now you're getting these. Here you mean 4, 20, then they are adding 10. 4 into 20, 80. 80 plus 10, 90. Look at the complication here. Okay, so please you got to be careful there. Okay, again we get 11. Okay, as you got for 70 and all that. Okay, 71, 72, 73, you got no 11, 12 and all that. You're getting it here also. So be careful. So from 91. Okay, for 90 we say 90. Okay, I'll read it, then you can come again. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. You say cent percentage, you know, 100 comes from the word cent. Cent is 100, 100. We pronounce this in French as 100, 100, 100%. Okay, 100. Okay, come again with me slowly. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, 100. And after that 100, the same 1, 2 will be added up. Okay, 101, 102, 103, likewise it goes. Okay, When you get exactly 200 and all that, you get NS. 200, 300, 400, 200, 300, 400, you will get a song with the S. Okay. Okay. Then again 201 you don't have the S. Like we had in 80 we had 420s. After that we didn't get the S. Likewise 21. Okay. Sorry. 201, 201 and meal. Meal is 1000. Okay. Now I'll just have a recap of the whole thing. I want you to come again with me. The numbers are very important to express the time and all that thing. Okay, so please come again with me. Les nombres en français. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay? After that, I guess you can do it. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You got to remember this. 30. Okay? Come again with me. 30. Okay? From 31 to 39, I'll read it out fast. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 40. Quarantine, 40 days. 40 comes from this word. 40. 40. Okay? 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. You get 50. 50. Okay? 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 60. 60. 61, 62, 63, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. From here, you got the problem. So from here, I want you to come again with me. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 81, 81. You can see the yes, be careful with 80. 80. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 200, 201, 1000. Okay? Now, there were few doubts being asked by some of the students. I'll go for that. Okay. Now, the few doubts asked by few of the students. They said, what is the difference between this toi, you, this is also you, this is also you? I told you this plays a role of the subject pronoun. When you it's as same as it is English. You have a sentence. Robin does his homework. Where can I use these words? Where can I use these words? These words will come before the verb. And it plays a role of the subject, replacing a noun. And I say Robin does his homework. Instead of Robin, I need another word. Pronoun, for a noun. Instead of a noun, I am going to use a word. So pronoun, these are all pronouns. What sort of pronoun are they? They are subject pronouns. They will come only before the verb. They can come only before the verb because that becomes a doer of the action. So, after je, you will have a verb. For example, je parle. I speak. Tu parles. Okay, so these words, je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. These words will be used, okay, before a verb. You can see a verb and the pronoun will be here. And these words have got the usage. I told you, these words can come only in the beginning of the sentences when it is insistence or emphasis. I am emphasizing moi. Okay, me. Moi, je suis professeur. Me, I am student. I am insisting. You go to the market. Toi, tu vas. Ni po. We say that no? So insistence. So this word toi we can use only here as an insistence. Here as a preposition. Okay. For example, you take avec toi. Je viens avec toi. You can see this. Je viens avec toi. I'm coming with you. Je viens avec toi. I'm coming with you. You see that? Voila. Je viens avec toi. Avec toi. Here it has got the role of the preposition. Okay, prepositional pronoun here. So since it is, you have a preposition and then it followed by a prepositional pronoun. And not only this, pronoun are toniques. For example, qui veut du café? Who wants coffee? Yaar ko coffee bano? You can give single answer. Moi. You can answer. Okay, rapid answers. Rapid replies you can give. Qui veut du café? Mommy is asking you. Qui veut du café? Moi. Qui veut du café? Lui. I want to go on moi. Lui. Qui veut du café? Elle. She wants it. One word answer also you can give. And this thing can also be used for, come on, there are lots of usage. I don't want to confuse you. For a beginner's level, it's enough that you know this much. These are used, they have certain usage where it can be used grammatically. So these words will be, okay, followed by the verb. It will be followed by a verb. I said verb, fait, does. It will be before that. So, okay, verb, before that you can use this. So it becomes a subject. And these words has got lots of usage. Even for comparison you use it. He is taller than me. Me, you can use after ke. Got me? Any other doubts? I'll just check with. Any other doubts? Okay, so I'll repeat it once again so that you're not forgetting it, because this is very important, very essential. It's very essential for you to conjugate verbs. Conjugation is very important in French. Without conjugation, you can't write one sentence. So for the conjugation, you need the subject, and see to that you write in the same order. You cram it, you remember it in the same order also. Okay, now I want you to come again with me. Les pronoms sujets. Les pronoms sujets. Les pronoms sujets. Je, tu, elle, nous, vous. You should not pronounce this as nous. No, it's wrong. But when you have a vowel starting with, you can have a liaison. Nous avons, we can say when you conjugate a verb. That we'll see in the next class. Okay? Nous, vous, il, elle. And this il and this il is one and the same. This is not pronounced as ils, wrong. This is not pronounced as else, wrong. This is wrong. Okay? Come again with me. Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. Another thing, I didn't want to confuse you in the beginning, but listen, look at the word. When I said il and elle, there is also another subject pronoun which is called on, which can be used. Whatever the conjugation il, okay, il has, it will be for on also. Il is he, she. What is the meaning of on? It can be one, we, you, they. It will be confusing, that's why I left it. Generalize. One goes to cinema. Over. Okay, one. We go to cinema. Over. That over, the same word can be translated many ways accordingly. One goes to cinema, we go to cinema, you go to cinema, they go to cinema. Okay, many meanings are there. That's why I didn't want to confuse you here. Okay, but you should know that there is also a pronoun o by the side of the third person. What does it o mean? Sir, you can ask me. Inge we indringa, you indringa, inge na we irkudu, ye nor we. Okay, it has a generalized use. General solluvom, you and me, nee nanu pola. We வந்து எல்லாமே மொத்தமா சொல்லும்போது collective. Okay, it has got a separate use, but normally they use this o very much. Okay, but whatever conjugation for il and al you get for o also. Okay, so since it was a beginning thing, I didn't want to confuse you with o because you'll get too much of confusion with English and French. Okay, but there is also a pronoun that you have to know. O. Okay, you can skip with the conjugation. Okay, next we'll go with the pronoun tonique. Okay, les pronoms toniques. Les pronoms toniques. I can see students reading it as moi, toi and all that. It's not moi, toi. It's moi. Moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. Come again. Moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. Okay? Now, I want you to revise this thing. These things are very basic, very important for conjugation and all that, and especially the subject pronouns, which we'll be using tomorrow for the conjugation of avoir and être, the basic verbs. Okay? So, please do revise this thing, and we shall meet on tomorrow's session. Until then, goodbye.